Hey everyone, it's Hailey, and today is Bookmas Day 20, so I'm going to be talking about all of the books that I read in 2018. So in 2018, I read a total of 84 books, which is the lowest number that I've read in a long time. Like, my past reading years have been either 100 books or more. I know that last year I think I read like 124 books, but this year I took it a lot easier with my reading. I ended up setting my goal of reading 12 books on Goodreads, and obviously I knew I was going to surpass that, but I'm really happy with the fact that I read 84 books because I thought I would get to 50 and I would be proud of that, but 84 is awesome. So according to Goodreads, I read 31,025 pages across all 84 books. The shortest book that I read was The Nutcracker by E.T.A. Hoffman, which rang in at 112 pages, and the longest book that I read was Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, which rang in at 615 pages, and that's pretty short for my longest book because in the past years it's been like near 1,000 pages. But the average length of the books that I read was 369 pages, which makes sense because that's where a lot of books fall. But what I found really interesting was my average rating was 3.5 stars, and that doesn't really surprise me because a lot of the books that I read this year fell in the middle of the road. I didn't really read that many books that amazed me. There obviously were some, but I feel like there were less than previous years. But I have all of the books that I read this year that are still on my shelves stacked right next to me, and I tried my best to put them in order of when I read them, but I definitely didn't do a great job, so let's just get into it. Also, if you did want to know my rating for any of these books, I will link my Goodreads page down below as per usual, and you can go and check out my rating and review there. Or you can watch any of my wrap-ups where I'll talk a little bit more about all of these books, so I will have those linked down below, maybe all of them, maybe I'll make a playlist, I don't really know, but let's actually get into it. So I started off the year very strong with my first read, which was My Plain Jane by the Lady Janies, aka Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. Forestborn by Shannon Hale, Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott, The Thousandth Floor by Catherine McGee, Even the Darkest Stars by Heather Fawcett, The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Graham, The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, Royally Lost by Angie Stanton, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boyne, Writing Fantasy and Science Fiction by Orson Scott Card, as well as a bunch of other writers. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, which was a reread for me, Anna and the Swallow Man by Gabrielle Savit, Zenith by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings, The Girl in the Blue Coat by Monica Hesse, A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle, I know I just butchered that, but I tried. The Lady Elizabeth by Alison Weir, The Romantics by Leah Conan, Love, Life, and the List by Casey West, Hamilton and Peggy by L.M. Elliott, Autobiography by Christina Lauren, The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan, Witchwood by Tahara Mafi, Everlist by Sarah Holland, Unearthed by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner, Bygone Badass Broads by Mackenzie Lee, Girls Made of Snow and Glass by Melissa Boscherdaus, The Traitor's Game by Jennifer A. Nielsen, A Mad Wicked Folly by Sharon Biggs Waller, Matilda by Roald Dahl, Far from the Tree by Robin Benway, Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, Innocent Traitor, a novel of Lady Jane Grey by Alison Weir, The Young Elites by Marie Lu, Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody, Restore Me by Tahara Mafi, To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo, Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller, Always Never Yours by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegeman Broca, One Dark Throne by Kendara Blake, The Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton, Honor Among Thieves by Rachel Kane and Anne Agur, Dare Mighty Things by Heather Kigzinski, Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli, Ozland by Wendy Spinelli, A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas, Ink by Alice Broadway, 99 Days by Katie Cotugno, I Have Lost My Way by Gail Foreman, Dear Martin by Nick Stone, 9 Days and 9 Nights by Katie Cotugno, Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi, Fury Born by Claire Legrand, The Summer of Us by Cecilia Vaness, The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo, Love and Luck by Jenna Evans Welch, A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahara Mafi, Wild Card by Marie Lu, Save the Date by Morgan Matson, Legendary by Stephanie Garber, Sadie by Courtney Summers, One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, The Assassin's Guide to Love and Treason by Virginia Boecker, The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton, A Map of Days by Ransom Riggs, Hocus Pocus and the All-New Sequel by A.W. Jantha, Escaping from Houdini by Carrie Maniscalco, Never World Wake by Marisha Pessel, Undead Girl Gang by Lily Anderson, The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein by Kirsten White, This Monstrous Thing by Mackenzie Lee, Attack of the 50-Foot Wallflower by Christian McKay Heidecker, What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera, Blood, Water, Paint by Joy McCulley, Bridge of Clay by Marcus Zuzak, Sky in the Deep by Adrian Young, Onyx and Ivory by Mindy Arnett, Pride by Ibby Zoboy, An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green, Children of Blenbone by Tomi Adeyemi, Forest of a Thousand Lanterns by Julie C. Dow, Of Fire and Stars by Audrey Coulthurst, Carols in Chaos by Cindy Anstey, The Nutcracker by E.T.A. Hoffman, and finally the last book that I read this year, at least so far, or at least for Bookmas purposes, because my reading year always ends a little bit early because of that is Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Cohn and David Levithan. So my reading year was kind of all over the place, but I actually read 86 books because I forgot a couple that I DNF'd, which I suppose I didn't read the whole thing, but I'm still counting it because I want to. But if you haven't been watching Bookmas and you wanted to know more of my thoughts on these books, what my top ones of the year were, and all of that stuff, then watch all of the Bookmas videos, because essentially I am looking at everything I read in 2018 and really dissecting it. So I go through my top 10 lists, my top audiobooks, all of that stuff. So that's essentially what Bookmas is. So I felt like it was appropriate to end my talks of 2018 with a full list of everything I read, because I actually haven't even mentioned a lot of these books, because like I said, a lot of them kind of fell in the 3-star range. But that is all for Bookmas Day 20. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button and then click that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I post. I'm posting a new video every single day right up until Christmas. You can also follow me on all of my social media, all of my handles and links, and all of that stuff will be down below for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for Bookmas Day 21, where I'm going to be talking about the sequels that I am looking forward to that are coming out in 2019. So I will see you tomorrow with that video. Bye!